Let's take the next caller right now. Welcome you on the air with Jesus or Muhammad.
Hello, Pastor Joseph and Sam Shamoon. It's me again.
Welcome back.
Chapter 33 of the Quran, you always bring up about God praying to Muhammad.
Yeah, because it is a problem, isn't it, Manu?
No, it's not.
He's going to say, because he's going to tell you he doesn't mean that.
The same chapter, verse 43, it says that God is the one that places his prayers upon you. And his angels also to bring you out.
Okay,
of darkness
so who is God praying to?
So I'm glad, Manu. Okay, Manu, thank you for admitting it means prayer.
Yes, thank you.
You've only created a greater problem for yourself. You're saying he doesn't just pray for Muhammad, he also prays for believers. Yeah. You're still left with the problem, who does your God pray to when he prays for believers and Muhammad? Answer that, please.
Your problem is the fact that you're translating that as praying to. It's not praying to. It's placing.
Manu, you're attacking straw man. Manu.
No, hang on.
Oh, hold on. No, you hang on. Manu, you did it again. I'm not going to let you get away with it. And I'm actually very disappointed in you at perverting people's words. I didn't translate the word as praying to, so you're lying. I said that it means that Allah prays for or upon.
Upon, yeah.
My question is, when Allah prays for someone, he has to pray to someone. For example, to make it easy for you to understand, if I said, I prayed for Pastor Joseph, that statement implies that I'm praying to someone when I pray for Pastor Joseph. So when your God and angels pray for Muhammad, who do they pray to? Don't dare twist our words. Answer the question.
The way to translate that is, and if you give me 10 seconds, I can say
Please,
it.
go ahead, answer it.
God places his prayers upon. Meaning, he knows fully what condition he has placed his prophet or people.
Okay, Manu, that's fine. You know, your translation, but who are his prayers addressed to?
Manu, this is your final chance. Let me now refute your distortion. Did you pay careful attention to what CP and I said? In 33:56, it says Allah and the angels together perform this act. That means, according to your perverted reading of the Arabic Quran, you're saying that Allah and the angels place their prayers upon Muhammad. That's so nonsensical that you yourself won't buy it. How do angels pray? You're cutting me off, Manu. We're going to end the conversation if you do. How do angels place their prayers on anyone? Answer that. Don't avoid the answer. Answer the question, how do angels place their prayers on anyone? Please answer that.
Okay, the angels pray to God.
Did you catch it?
Yes, angels pray to God, and God prays to himself. Puts his prayers
thank you. Let me repeat the answer of Manu for the audience.
Yeah.
Folks, you just heard a Muslim say, Allah prays to himself. Angels pray to God. That's exactly what we wanted you to admit. So thank you for helping our case, because now the argument that Muslims use against Jesus will now be turned against you. Muslims say, how can Jesus be God if he prays? Who is he praying to? To himself? You just heard. I want the audience to hear a Quran-only Muslim admit his God prays to himself. In other words, basically, since prayer is worship, Allah worships himself. That's a schizophrenic deity.
I think so. Unless, of course, you had a doctrine of the Trinity, and then that would explain things.
Exactly. Jesus is not the Father. So you can pray to the Father without this meaning it's a schizophrenic deity. But thank you, Manu, for bringing it up. We really appreciate you confirming our point. Glory to Jesus Christ.
One more point, quick point if I can make.
Quickly.
The chapter 46 that you brought up about Prophet Muhammad not knowing what's going to be happening to him.
Yeah.
Another part of the Quran, God promises him that the al-akhirat, the hereafter, is going to be better for him than this world.
All right, so which one is it? Which one is it, Manu?
Which is it, yeah.
So what that meant is that Prophet Muhammad was saying he doesn't know how he's going to end up in this life, meaning in this life he's not going to know what kind of ordeals or what kind of fate he's going to have. That it's not an open-ended till eternity. God tells him that the next world is going to be better for him than this world. So that's in the context.
Manu, you have a problem. You just ended up proving that there are contradictions in the Quran. If Allah promised Muhammad that his situation will be better in the next world, why in the world are you praying for his peace? You just ended up proving your Quran is full of irreconcilable contradictions. Now explain to me, Manu, if that passage is true, that his condition will be better in the Akhirah, then that means he's already in a state of peace, which goes back to my point. If he's in a state of peace, why in the world are you praying for him?
We pray for him because of the mission that God entrusted him in. And
that mission is over. It's over. Why are you praying for him?
We're thankful for the acts that he committed and sacrifices that he made.
Show me that in 3356. Show me that in 3356. Your prayers is simply thanking God for Muhammad. So what you're basically saying, notice the problem you just created for yourself. I want the audience to hear this. 3356 says, Allah and his angels pray upon Muhammad. You who believe also pray for him. Notice how I interpret it. I want everyone to hear it. That means we are thankful to God for his mission. You know what that means? Consistency demands that if that's what it means for Muslims to pray, that means Allah is thanking himself for the mission of Muhammad. So when Allah prays, he goes, oh, thank you, Allah, for the mission of Muhammad, because that's what prayers mean in 3356. Manu, do yourself a favor, man. Give it up. Turn to Jesus, your only hope of salvation, because you're fighting a losing battle. Jesus Christ is Lord, and may he deliver you from these lies and deceptions and grant you the grace leading unto life.